Repeat drunk driver Doug Griffith faced the consequences this morning in court for felony DUI and placing an illegal tracking device under a Lehi police officer's car.
Chief investigative reporter Wendy Halloran spent months reporting on Griffith's many DUIs and how the system allowed him to stay on our Utah roads, endangering everyone. The system finally caught up with him, Wendy.
Well, Heidi and Mark, in what some characterized as stunning, Judge Craig Powell threw the book at Doug Griffith and overrode every recommendation adult probation and parole wrote in its pre-sentence report. Powell sent Griffith straight to prison.
Douglas Stewart Griffith, please come forward to the podium.
Doug Griffith facing the consequences in court this morning. His attorney, Joshua Larson.
We are asking the court to follow the recommendations, order 60 days jail, granting him credit for 49 served.
But the state made it crystal clear opposing jail time.
Basically, our position is that Mr. Griffith should go to prison.
Blood alcohol level 0.213, 4 times over the legal limit.
Deputy Utah County Attorney Ben Kearns played 9 minutes of excerpts from our 2 News investigations into Doug Griffith's repeated DUI arrests.
Whoa, whoa.
One by one, witnesses for the state. A woman who met Griffith online giving multiple examples of how he was drinking and driving in July.
Mr. Griffith sent a text stating he had been intoxicated on 7/17. He also stated he got sick from the drinking excessively.
Gail Conlon representing Mothers Against Drunk Driving.
We just asked the court that Mr. Griffith be held fully accountable under the law.
Russ Bean, his former best friend.
The more he is let off, the more emboldened he becomes.
Leslie Griffith, his soon-to-be ex-wife.
He continues to pass blame, minimize the risks and dangers, and find humor in his conduct.
All giving reasons as to why he should do considerable time behind bars.
We dispute much of what has been stated by those who have participated today.
Doug Griffith got his turn.
I am at the breaking point of, I don't know that jail is the answer, I know that treatment is.
Judge Powell doing meticulous investigating on his own, finding 17 other traffic-related offenses and 1 more offense in the last decade.
I'm not able to conclude that Mr. Griffith has learned any lesson during any of these 18 different arrests.
The adult probation and parole pre-sentence recommendation called for 60 days in jail, GPS tracking, and 30 months of AP&P probation. But Judge Powell overrode all of that and imposed a prison sentence for up to 5 years on the DUI and a year on the tracking device. Judge Powell ordered those sentences to be served separately instead of together.
He has endangered every citizen of Utah who is on the roads,
calling the installation of the tracking device an affront to law enforcement.
It is simply another evil crime that has been committed against law enforcement in the state of Utah.
Prosecutor Kearns afterwards.
Our society has been victimized by him, so I think it's the best outcome. I think to keep the people safe, absolutely a win for the state, for the people, for our office.
Leslie Griffith thankful to Judge Powell.
I'm so thankful that he did all that work and went and did some of his own investigation. Thank you also for reporting this, because I think that there are laws that need to change.
Now efforts are currently underway to admit him to the Utah State Prison as he was in custody in the Utah County Jail prior to sentencing. Wendy Halloran, KUTV 2 News.